What's up, everybody? Today I've got a really nice budget control magic deck for you. It packs a ton of punch. You basically can win automatically at 7 mana. It's very hard to counter. Let's dive in and break it down. Alright, so this deck costs $114 unless you don't play Ancient Texts, and then it only costs 60 bucks. Ancient Texts is really good. That's why it costs so much money. It's $60 for a pair of them. You can deal 2 damage to your opponent's face or give protected to your own face. It's very versatile, and that's why it costs so much money. The most similar card is Illuminate, which does 2 damage to a creature, so you can use it to try and clear the board. I prefer actually just running Seeing Stone if you don't want to play Ancient Texts. You can cycle through your deck faster, find your good spells faster, and then you don't really need Ancient Texts. The way that this works is you ultimately want to play Arcane Burst, which deals 1 damage to a character for each spell that costs 3 or less in your void, up to a maximum of 10 damage. So you want to play your Arcane Burst and do 10 damage to your opponent's face by getting a ton of these little spells into your void. Then, after you've played 1 Arcane Burst, you can actually play Pyrrhic Knowledge, which pulls a spell with mana cost 7 or less from the void to your hand, and then you get to play it for 0 cost. It does obliterate cards from the top of your deck, but it doesn't matter because you're going to use this to win the game. So you play Arcane Burst, cost 7, and then you can actually set this all up. You can play your Helpful Aether Fox, which reduces to 0 the cost of a spell in your hand that costs 3 or less. So you play these cute little pups, and you turn your Pyrrhic Knowledge into a 0 cost spell. If you can do that with both Pyrrhic Knowledges, you can actually do 30 damage at 7 mana from hand. It's pretty disgusting. However, you have enough damage with things like Unbound Flames, 2 Leyhorde Hatchlings. These guys can do 4 apiece. If you can just get a little bit of chip damage on your opponent's face, use your Mage Bolt, get a couple pings in, Demetrios can get some extra damage in, Form of Power can do a damage, Ancient Text can hit your opponent in the face. You can get even just 10 chip damage in, and then you just need to do 20 damage. You hit 1 Arcane Burst, 1 Pyrrhic Knowledge, and that's GG's. So this deck, it's a control magic deck. You just keep your opponent's board clear, don't take that much damage, and then when you're ready, you smack them with the Arcane Burst. Even if 1 Arcane Burst gets Cutthroat, you still have the second Arcane Burst. You can then use 2 Pyrrhic Knowledges. That's 30 damage. The only way you really lose from Cutthroat is if you lose both Arcane Bursts, in which case you're just dead. Real quickly, wanted to give a big shout to Aqua.xyz. They are sponsoring today's video. They are the leading marketplace for all your NFT gaming needs. You can actually click the link in the description to buy the exact deck list that I'm using in this video. It's a very cool feature. You click the link, it shows you every card you already own, every card you don't own, and exactly what it would take to get those cards. So big shout out to Aqua.xyz. Make sure you guys check them out. Now on to the games. I obliterated a card. All right, cool. That is GG's. That's disgusting is what that is. Say hello to YouTube. Hi, YouTube. There it is. Taking Palace's Genius, is that a noob move? Yes. No, I mean, it depends on what you're playing against. If you are playing against a control deck, then it's actually probably 200 IQ, because you can make sure you just fill your void up as quick as humanly possible. I want to cram really bad right now. I probably should have just GP'd his face. Fine. But yeah, Palace's Genius is really bad because you're paying 3 mana for a 1 mana spell. in addition to the 1 mana, so you're literally paying 4 mana for a 1 mana spell. It is so bad. And sometimes it's a really crappy one. I don't even like you're guaranteed a good one, you know? I probably should have just GP'd. Playing too fast. I just saw this guy's name as easy game. This is how he gets you. He puts your mind at ease. He's like, nah, just, it's going to be easy. Don't even try. I bet he wins an extra 5% of his games. I'm going to change my name. Sweaty MFer, don't even try. That's what I'm going to change my name to. Oh, it's easy for him? Yeah, I'm going to get wrecked. He is intimidating me. It's working. Ancient door, ancient text. They're both gonna burn up. Maybe he drops. For those obnoxious dudes that wants it to burn up. Or Seamut. Alright, we like Demetrios. DP. Kinda just want to cram though. While we've got time. $30 damage, that's instant win. Ooh, for me. I had something that could obliterate those cards that are eventually going to come out and murder me. I'm not wasting my spells level up fitness. I am utilizing my spells exactly how I need to be using. We need to get all of our spells into the void. That's how we win. That's how this deck works. So we actually want to waste as many spells as possible. My hand's too full, so I'm just trying to waste stuff here. Then we use Arcane Burst, because we need 10 spells in the void. I'm gonna grab the wand, looking for values. Where answers? Answers what we want. We want answers. Demand answers. Or real quick. That's a good card. We did not get the answer we need. Yeah, thank you. I put a version of this up on Twitter as a meme, but I think it's become like a very, very real deck. A wizard is never wasteful. He uses precisely what he means to. That is correct, Gandalf. Thank you. We're at 8, so we can get. Oh, let's. All right, we use tracking, GP. And we'll get Demetrios out as well. The good news with this deck is we never give him stuff to sacrifice into. And this is more of a budget version. I mean, this is a budget version. The version H-Pain was running had like demos in it and some other expensive stuff, I think. Like Blade of the White Plane Sister. So I tried to make it budget. People on YouTube were asking for a budget control type decks, and it's a control deck. There's no question this is a control deck. It doesn't win until like 7 or 8 mana. And look at that. There she is. Now we just need to find Pyrrhic Knowledge. We've got exactly 9 spells in there. I think I'm going to go ahead and draw. Okay. Then we can use this to draw again. Kill this. And get this equipped. And now we're pretty set. If we can find either one more Arcane or Pyrrhic Knowledge. We also have Layhord and we have Unbound to do some severe damage. Plus this relic randomly. Not part of the deck, but a little extra bonus sauce. Truth is pretty much drain all his win conditions so he has nothing to take advantage of him. I mean, at some point he's gonna drop, here it is, the Priestess of Takat, and that's when we have to be a little bit concerned. Luckily we have lots of protection, so the Priestess is not going to do 2 extra damage here. We do have to be very concerned now. There's Pyrrhic. So, how do we win? Want to get Dog out? Do 4 with this. Hey, Lights Out, thank you so much for these 8 months. I appreciate it. He's gonna be at 26. Probably heals. He'll be back to 27. Smack him for 4. Also, I don't know. I'm worried about leaving something on the board, to be honest. We have a choice. Alright, let's do Pyrrhic. Go face. I'm gonna kill this. Definitely about to see. Come on, let me get it, let me get it, can I get it? Yes! Just under the gun. Definitely gonna see Land of the Dead here, but I think we'll still live. Yeah, if he gets Skull Scepter plus Land of the Dead here, like, he might just win. Reach into the black. Alright, so he doesn't win for sure with this. Skull Scepter plus Land of the Dead would have been close. It would have been, what, 3 times 5 is 15? He can't win. Unless he played a second Priestess first? I don't know. Does he kill all my stuff? Currently, no, right? He's at 22 or 23 after this. Are we 1 off lethal? Wait, no, we're not, because we have the relic. We win. GG's. Let's go. Whew, math is hard, guys. Let's go. Wait. I mean, okay, we definitely have 10. I was gonna say we should probably check to make sure we have 10 spells. There we go. Found the lethal. Got him. Easy game. Swinging with the wand is always hard to remember, yeah. That was a pretty good one. Maybe that one goes on YouTube too. To the next turn, we now use a 0-cost form of power to pop protected. Then we use 7-cost Arcane Burst to do 10 damage. 0-cost Pyrrhic to bring back a 0-cost Arcane Burst to do 10 damage. A 0-cost Pyrrhic Knowledge to bring back another 0-cost Arcane Burst to do another 10 damage. GG's. Got him.